Look, folks, stop believing bullshit, motherfucking superstition bullshit, 3,000-year-old books bullshit, stuff that doesn't even make sense, from talking snakes, from wearing fabric, from you can't use electricity, for you can't eat, for total mind control. Is that what you want? Is that what you want, folks? You want to have your mind controlled by nothing, by something you cannot not even see? Use your brain. Wake the fuck up. Grow up. Religion is a plague, and it needs to be eradicated. Seriously, come on. Grow up, folks. I mean, how old are you? 50, 60, 70 years old? I mean, seriously, grow up. What is wrong with you? Believing talking snakes. Believing you can't eat at a certain time. Believing you can't wear fabric at it. Believing you can't lose electricity. Because what? You feel like you're going to be struck by lightning. Believing a fear of an invisible entity you can't even see, you can't even communicate with. And the only delusion is in your mind. It's the God virus, folks. It affects all. And we have to eradicate the God virus before it affects the world. And we'll have more wars and more destruction. You don't want to live in North Korea in your brain, do you? It's up to you. You're only hurting yourself. What is better? Believing in these books that have no facts, no evidence, or believing what's real in the world, what's the science? Believing of eternity in heaven and a belief in a hell, which does not even prove to exist. Or think about it. You want to believe in this book that says it's okay for the rapist to marry the raper? It's okay for the rapist to marry the raper. Are you serious, folks? It's okay for the raper to marry the raper. I mean, what kind of morals is this? Sacrificing virgins, stoning people to death, hating gays, hating homosexuals. I mean, seriously. You tell me you can't think for yourself? You need all this hatred of this book just because you want to be greedy? It's a trade system, folks. That's why they created it, to control people, to wash their hands. It's a control because they made this crazy, way 3,000-year-old. You do as I say, peasants, because we're the wealthy. You will achieve this heaven. You don't, you will burn all eternity. Put fear into the people all the way 3,000 years ago to the present. And that's why it's been around. We have to eradicate the religion before it really harms, even does more damage. There's no heaven, there's no hell. There's no supernatural. The only thing that might be supernatural, if you call it supernatural, but it really wouldn't be supernatural. It would be another species. Therefore, it's not supernatural, it's aliens. And that's why aliens is more plausible than a supernatural, anything supernatural. But then again, we don't even know if we have aliens. Grow up, folks. You're 50 years old, you're 60 years old, you're 70-year-old. Are you going to believe in talking snakes forever? I mean, come on. I know kids that are 20 years old, 10 years old, have smarter IQs. They don't believe in fairy tales. Come on. Do you really think you're gonna go to this magical place? It's bullshit. It's a trade system. It's Pascal's wager. Oh, if I don't believe, I go to hell. But if I believe, I go to this magical place. Grow the fuck up, folks. I know you're afraid of death, and I know you don't want to die. But seriously, you're gonna believe in this nonsense? You only have one life. Live the life as best as you can. Come on, folks. There's plenty of atheists out there. Bruce Lee, Jack Nicholson, um, Daniel Radcliffe, um, George Carlin. Um, and who won? Bruce Lee or Chuck Norris? Bruce Lee. See? Uh, Code of Dusty, Jacqueline Glenn, um, who else? Hardcore 5250, who else? James Cameron. That's right, folks. James Cameron's atheist too. He was agnostic, but he gave agnostic up. Agnostic is for weak. Pascal wager is for weak. You gotta be strong. You gotta say, look, I don't believe in bullshit. I believe in real. I believe what's in science. And nobody's gonna scare me with bullshit fairy tales and bullshit of hell and all this bullshit. Do you really think you're gonna go transported to another realm with flying people in the air when the loss is already created? What goes up is going down. How can people fly? How can angels fly? We're humans. Come on, grow up, folks. Grow the fuck up. That's right, James Cameron's atheist. You can look it up. Angelina Jolie's atheist. Brad Pitt's atheist. Morgan Freeman. You know? Harry Potter's atheist. What else? Look, all this religion is educated guess of how the world was. All the creation story starts in the beginning. In the beginning, you can look at all the different creations, even the first creation, Sumerian creation, not the Bible. And if that's not enough evidence that it's not the first creation, because that just proves your Bible's false. The Sumerian creation is first creation. But all religion, all gods are false, are fake. There's no heaven, there's no hell. Sorry, folks. I wish there was a heaven. But you know what? See, that's why they made that trade system. The heaven, hell. If there wasn't a trade system, a great trade system, everybody goes to heaven. But they had to make this trade system and go to hell. And it's not only hell for bad people. You can be the most evilest person, but as long as you believe in this Jesus, you go to heaven. See how fucked up that is? It's not fucked up. All the bad people should go to hell. See, so that's why it's bullshit. It's a fake control system, man. All the books are. Tell you to wash your hands, tell you what to eat. You see people at Red Lobster, they can't eat shellfish. Christians are at Red Lobster eating shellfish. But what do? They want to go to the magical place, no matter how much harm is in the book, because it's a greedy. They want to go to the heaven. See, it's wrong, folks. It's not real. Don't believe it. You should be able to eat what you want. Stop believing in bullshit. Grow up. You can't believe fairy tales for the rest of your life. Burn the book. Eradicate the religion. Destroy it. It's unnecessary. All it does is harm. Praying doesn't do shit. It provides invisible comfort. What good is that? Don't you want to know what's real? Do something. Don't be praying. Like Pat Tillman said. Pat Tillman was atheist. He didn't want to be prayed. You know, he said that when he's dying, somebody dying. What are you doing? Praying? Get up there and save yourself. Shoot the bad guys, He was praying. Praying's for weak. Accepting God's for the weak. You want to be strong, don't you? Be strong. Don't be weak. Why don't you tell this? If there's a God, you know what to do. Save me. If not, I'm dying. You're not to plead, you're not to pray, you're not to beg. Remember, God already knows. If you believe in God, He already knows all your thoughts, all your emotions. He even knew Eve was going to eat the fruit. He knew she was going to eat the fruit. But he fucked up. He made the devil and the snake and fucked up the whole hell. This shit doesn't make sense, folks. Grow the fuck up. Get rid of the fairy tales.